Hi everyone, welcome back again to my channel. If this is your first time of you joining me on my channel, I'm saying welcome to today's video, and to my new subscribers, welcome to my channel as well. So today I'll be showing you how I prepared my ofada rice stew, or maybe you can say a buka stew or buka ofada. No, it's ofada rice stew. So basically I've got all my atta and all the peppers I'm gonna be using. I've got tatashe, I've got tatashe, which is the red bell pepper, I've got atarodo, which is the scotch bonnet, and onions. And if you've got ginger or garlic, you can add it to it, but I skip that for mine because I don't really like garlic. And then the next thing I did is I just blend the pepper in a coarse way. Coarse means you don't blend it to the fullest, you just blend it like 1 or 2 tons of the blender, like boom boom kind of a thing. So I didn't really let it blend fully, I just make sure that it's really coarse. And while I was doing that, I didn't add water because I wanted it to be dry, because I'm gonna boil it, I'm gonna pre-boil it. So when I'm pre-boiling it, I don't want it to stay too long on the cooker before it's cooked. So what I'm doing now is I'm draining out all the excess water in the blended pepper. So you can see that it's kind of dry, even if it's not yet boiled, but it's kind of dry. So yeah, so the next thing I'm just gonna be doing is I'm gonna be transferring the pepper into a pot, which I'm gonna boil. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna place the pot on the cooker. You can see that it's just a little bit of water that was left in the pepper. So I'm just gonna leave that to boil for like let's say 15 minutes, but I'll keep checking it and make sure that you put it on a low heat so that it won't get burnt underneath. So I keep checking it and making sure that okay, maybe the water is still there, or maybe I still need to leave it on. So I'm going to show you all the ingredients I'm going to be using while the pepper is cooking. So I've got my chopped onions, I've got palm oil, I've got crushed pepper, I've got Maggi, I've got locust beans, which is iru, and I've got the crushed pepper just to add a little bit of spice and that kind of dry bits to it. You know, it's just to add it. You can just leave that if you don't have it. You don't have to get every of my ingredient. You can just improvise. You can use whatever you've got at home. So I went back to check on the pepper, and I could see that it's really dry with a bit of burnt bit underneath. That's why I say you should keep it on a low heat. But now I'm really satisfied with the way it's looking because it is absolutely dry. And while I was cooking the pepper, I had to bleach my palm oil a little bit for like 5 to 10 minutes. And then while bleaching, you have to cover the pot so that all the smoke of the palm oil won't be over the place, and then you start coughing. So the next thing I did is I make sure that the bleached palm oil is kind of cooled down for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. It depends on how extremely hot it is, because when I had my onions, I don't want the onion to just burn out. So I make sure that I keep it on a low heat when I put it back on the cooker. And then I added my locust bean. I like to fry my locust beans with my onions so that it will have this kind of aroma even before cooking at all. So what I'm doing now is I'm letting it like fry for like, let's say 1 minute, but not too dry. So for me to add this crushed pepper at this time is I don't want it to be too pepperish, you know, too hot when eating, kind of a thing. So instead of me putting the crushed pepper in the already cooked atadidi, I had to like fry the crushed pepper with all the onions and the locust bean, which is iru. And then what I did next is I had to transfer the boiled or the cooked pepper into the palm oil now. But what you should notice, or what you should do, is make sure that when you want to transfer, make sure that the cooker is on a low heat, you know, so that when you pour in your when you pour in your pepper, it won't just splash over the place and everywhere is being messy. And even for you as well, you won't have any burns on your hands, or you know, that kind of a thing. But you just, you know, you just know what to do. And then I went on to add my curry and thyme. If you don't want to add it, that's fine, but I added curry and thyme, and then I added my Maggi. With the measuring spoon or measurement of ingredients is not my calling, so sorry, I did not use measurement. I gauge. Measurement is not my calling. So I just have to leave that aside. And then I added all the assorted or whatever you want to add, fish, smoked turkey, whatever, you know, just add whatever you want to add, even if it's fish, even if it's panla, even if it's, you know, anything you want to add, because all these things, because I didn't really go out to get all these things, I have all these things at home. You could remember a previous video that I did, which I cooked beef stew. I didn't really use all the beef in this I didn't really use all the beef that I had to like put some aside just for like now for me to use. Even if I blend my pepper, I blend pepper like so that I can keep a little bit for maybe jollof fries or yam stew, you know, just to have like that kind of backup at home in case you just want to quickly do something. And then the next thing I did is I make sure that the assorted beefs and all that is cooked before adding my egg, because I know I don't want the egg to like mess up or get scattered everywhere. So towards the end I added my egg, boiled egg. So if you don't really want to add boiled egg to yours, yeah, that's fine, but I added boiled egg to mine. And then I keep it on for like 2 minutes to 3 minutes, but I keep checking on it because I don't want it to get burnt. So I keep checking and making sure that everything is okay, but there's no way you can just do without not having kind of this burnt bit underneath. You can't just do without that. So, but you won't let it to be too burnt that it will now be bitter, then your stew will be bitter or your atadidin will be bitter. So you have to know that even if you want to leave it for a little bit longer, you have to keep it on a low heat. So yeah, that's just it for now. And I think I just left it for like a bit for like 2 more minutes and then it is done. So this is how I make my ofada stew. Yasikira ofada stew. So yeah, thank you guys for watching today's video, and don't forget to subscribe. It is absolutely free. And if you cooked or if you tried my recipe, don't forget to tag me on my Instagram. I've only got Instagram page anyway, so I don't have Twitter, I don't have Facebook, so I only have Instagram. So you can just, you know, drop your comment for me in the comment section and tell me whatever you had with yours. For me, I had rice with it. I can have, you know, spaghetti, pasta, yam, anything you can use. You can eat it with anything. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Mwah.